Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529, Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features L.C. Bird High School versus St. Catharines School.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains. This is our 20th season of producing Central Virginia's only high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Our academic athletes joining us today, the Skyhawks of Byrd High School, L.C. Byrd High School, coached by Mark Cullip, Shane Malenko, and Greg Aiken. Named for businessman and legislator Lloyd Campbell Byrd, this public high school is part of the Chesterfield County School District. It's home to the Governor's Academy of Engineering Studies. Also with us today, the Saints of St. Catharines School, coached by Anthony Ambrogi and Danielle Armstrong. Richmond St. Catharines School is an Episcopal college prep school for girls from pre-K to grade 12. Every leadership opportunity, lesson plan, and activity is intentionally designed for how girls learn best. It's great to have these students with us today. Our match today will consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Any player who wishes to answer will buzz in. They'll wait for me to call on them. Any interruptions of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction. All right, students, good luck. Let's start our first toss-up round. It's caused by the Yersinia pestis bacterium. Name this illness involving inflamed lymph glands that killed millions of people during the Black Death. Catherine.
Bubonic plague.
Correct. Which word identifies all of the following? The name of a pro football team, a region in the northeastern part of India, a type of tiger, and the world's largest bay. Matthew.
Bengal.
Correct. Born in Cremona, Italy in 1664, he became one of the world's most famous luthiers. Name this man who developed his specific brand of orange-brown varnish and whose surviving violins command a price of over $1 million apiece. That would be Antonio Stradivari. Of course, the violins are the Stradivarius. In mathematics, what is the value of any number raised to the 0 power? Jayla.
1.
Correct. He was the subject of the earliest work unequivocally attributed to Donatello, a marble statue of a man and a head. Catherine.
Daniel.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Byrd. He was also the subject of a Donatello work in bronze, the first freestanding Renaissance nude. Name this biblical king. Charis.
Herod.
That would be King David. On the 4th of July, 1826, President Thomas Jefferson died at the age of 83. Only a few hours later, another former president also died. Matthew.
John Adams.
Correct. This river has a southwestern course from its start near Joliet to Alton, where it flows into the Mississippi. Name this river that flows past Peoria in a namesake state west of Indiana. Will.
Missouri.
That is incorrect. St. Catharines. Jayla.
Ohio.
It was the Illinois River. The human body contains the fibrous white type, such as appears in intervertebral discs, and the more elastic yellow type found in the auditory canal, the larynx, and the ear. Chondrodyscytes produce what connective tissue? Will.
Cartilage.
Correct. Winsome Earl Sears is the Lieutenant Governor of which U.S. Commonwealth? Jayla.
Virginia.
That is correct. What scientific instrument is used in meteorology to measure atmospheric pressure? Will.
Barometer.
Correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. A right triangle has a hypotenuse length 15 and a leg of length 12. What is the area of the triangle? Jayla. All right, time's up. Elsie Byrd. Harris?
36.
It's actually 54. All right, teams, take a look at the screen. Listen carefully. Here's a video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and you must wait until the question is complete before buzzing in.
Passed by the Virginia General Assembly in 1786, what governor drafted a bill for establishing religious freedom?
And that would be Thomas Jefferson. Most cells spend 90% or more of their existence in this phase, which is divided into the G1, S, and G2 subphases. During the S phase, the chromosomes are duplicated to prepare for cell division. Name this phase. Abby?
Interface.
That is correct. In the 40-plus years of the Eon Productions 007 film series, 4 actors have played the role of Major Boothroyd. Desmond Llewellyn, the longest, and Ben Whishaw most recently. By what one-letter name is the character commonly called? Will?
Q.
Correct. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. A good job so far by our teams. A lot more questions to come. Up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round here on Battle of the Brains.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from L.C. Byrd High School with 50 points. Our team from St. Catherine's School with 30 points. We'll get back to our match and all of the questions just ahead, but first let's introduce you to today's players. First, let's meet our team from L.C. Byrd High School. They are the Skyhawks. Their coaches are Mark Cullip, Shane Malenko, and Greg Aiken. First up on our team is Matthew Daly, who is a senior. Matthew is in the Governor's Academy for Pre-Engineering Studies. He plays volleyball and wants to study civil engineering. Next up is Karis Landis, who is a senior, enjoys robotics, electrical engineering, and plays field hockey. Next up is our team captain. Will Wade is a senior. He plays volleyball and will be studying engineering when he gets to college. And wrapping up our team is Kartikia Goel, who is a sophomore. He's on the RoboHawks robotics team at school, enjoys biking and soccer. That's our team from L.C. Byrd High School. Good to have you here with us. Now let's meet our team from St. Catherine's School. First up is Abby Armstrong. Abby is a senior. She participates in her school's track and cross-country teams as a team captain and enjoys reading and baking, likes making banana bread. Our team captain is Pender Raymond, who is a senior, participates in choir and theater, and enjoys crocheting in her free time. Jayla Wilson is a senior, is a competitive diver, enjoys art, and as a musician plays the piano, and her favorite hobby is thrifting. And wrapping up our team from St. Catherine's is Catherine Price, who is a junior, is a singer, sings in 4 choirs as a matter of fact, enjoys theater as well, and runs on indoor and outdoor track teams and loves to travel. That is our team from St. Catherine's School. And now for our category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices, and if the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll receive a 20-point bonus. All right, teams, take a look. Here are the categories from which you may choose. They are states that rock, words beginning with under, and playwrights. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. And by the rules, the high score team gets first choice of category, so that is the team from L.C. Byrd. We'll quickly talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what category you all would like to play.
Under. Under.
What are you?
I mean, are you guys more with states or with under? 'Cause
Under. I would say under.
I'm states. I'm okay with going with states.
All right, Will, I need an answer.
States that rock.
All right, given the gemstone, rock, or mineral, and a city there, name the state. The first is marble, Tuscaloosa.
Alabama.
Correct. Gold, Monterey.
California.
Correct. Garnet, New Haven.
Connecticut.
Correct. Amethyst, Marietta.
Pass.
That would be Georgia. Coal, Frankfurt.
Kentucky.
Correct. Turquoise, Santa Fe.
New Mexico.
Correct. Emerald, Charlotte.
North Carolina.
Correct. Thunder Egg, Eugene.
Illinois.
Oregon. Granite, Concord.
Massachusetts.
New Hampshire. And finally, coal, Wheeling.
West Virginia.
And that is correct. Good job on that category. All right, St. Catherine's, words beginning with under or playwrights. Pender, talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what you'd like.
We'd like words beginning with under.
All right, identify the following compound words, each which begin with the word under. The first is done in secret.
Undercover. Undercover.
Correct. Imagined abode of departed souls, Hades.
Underworld.
Correct. Freshman or sophomore in college or high school.
Underclassman.
Correct. One expected to lose a contest.
Underdog.
Correct. In the way.
Pass.
Underfoot. Not having advantages or opportunities.
Underprivileged.
Correct. Person who fails to live up to his abilities.
Pass.
Underachiever. To comprehend.
Understand.
Correct. A current of water moving in a different direction than the surface.
Undercurrent.
We'll take that. Undercurrent or undertow. And the passage below a road or railroad.
Underpass.
And that is correct. Good job on that category. All right, both our teams did well in the category round. Up next, they'll tackle another toss-up round when we come back here on Battle of the Brains.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from L.C. Byrd High School with 85 points, and our team from St. Catherine's School with 70 points. Back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And just a reminder, a team loses points if they interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have a chance to answer. There is no conferring in the toss-up round, teams. Just a reminder. Now here we go with our next toss-up round. Jefferson Davis and Abraham Lincoln were born within a year of each other and a mere 100 miles apart. In which state? Bender.
Kentucky.
Correct. Connaughts were crude ones built in the Middle East. Another, the three-tiered Pont de Garde, still stands outside Nîmes, France. By AD 226, 11 of these structures had been constructed leading into Rome. Name these slowly descending channels designed to carry water. Will.
Aqueduct.
Correct. Unequivocal means to leave no doubt. Spell unequivocal. Arkia.
UNEQUIVOCAL.
That is correct, unequivocal. Pencil and paper may be needed for this one. Find the area of a square with diagonals of length 12 inches. Jayla.
144 inches squared.
That is incorrect. Bird.
48.
Harris.
Oh, 48.
72 square inches. Richmond's Maggie Lena Walker was the first African-American woman to charter and serve as president of what type of business? Will.
A bank.
Correct. What is the two-word Latin phrase meaning to the point of sickness? Abby.
Ad nauseum.
Correct. It is the name given to the front of a church. It's also an open courtyard located in front of a Roman house or villa. Name this term.
Courtyard.
Catherine.
Courtyard.
That is incorrect. Elsie Byrd? Karis?
Facade.
It would be the atrium. All right, teams, watch the screen. Listen carefully. Here's another video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. And again, wait for the question to be completed before buzzing in.
What graduate of Norfolk's Granby High School plays Barry Allen on the CW series The Flash?
Grant Gustin.
Jalen?
Grant Gustin.
That is correct. All right, our next question. What is a perfect score in one game of 10-pin bowling? Matthew?
300.
Correct. Named for a Soviet minister, this is a crude bomb made of a bottle filled, usually, Will.
Molotov cocktail.
Correct, usually filled with gasoline and fitted with a wick. City on the Sea is the translation of the name of what most populous city in China? Catherine?
Beijing.
That is incorrect. Bird? Matthew?
Shanghai.
Correct. Thanksgiving Day 2013, and what Jewish holiday happened on the same day, and that will not happen again? Will.
Hanukkah.
Correct, for almost 70,000 years. In the 1971 song American Pie, Don McLean sings about driving what brand of vehicle to the levee? Abby?
Chevy.
That's correct, a Chevrolet, only to find the levee was dry. This quantity equals the sum of the squares of the distance of every particle in a rigid system to an axis of rotation scaled by the particle's masses. For a solid sphere rotating on a diameter, it's 2/5 times m times r squared. Name this measure of rotational inertia. Will.
Torque.
That is incorrect. St. Catherine's? Tender?
Spin.
It's the moment of inertia. This Duke of Bohemia spread Christianity and was martyred in 935. Name this man who's remembered in A Christmas Carol as a good king. Tender.
King Wenceslas.
That is correct. The purchase of what future U.S. state was called Seward's Folly? Will.
Alaska.
Correct. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round to go. We'll have a double of the point value, so stay with us to see which team is today's winner here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains and ready for your high school team to play next season? Get in touch. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores as we go into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from L.C. Byrd High School with 165 points. Our team from St. Catherine's School with 120 points. Still very much anyone's match. In this final toss-up round, we are doubling the point score for a correct answer, but we're also doubling the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I've finished reading the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. Good luck, teams. Let's go with our final toss-up round. His first law states that Venus's orbit, like that of all planets, is elliptical. Name this German who used the observations of Tycho Brahe to formulate his laws. Pender.
Galileo.
That is incorrect. To formulate his laws of planetary motion. Byrd. Will.
Kepler.
Johannes Kepler is correct. Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice were the first male and female African Americans to serve as U.S. Secretary of State. Which president appointed both of them? Harris.
Obama.
That is incorrect. St. Catherine's.
Bush.
Pender. More specifically?
George H.W. Bush.
It was George W. Bush. Disney World's newest Epcot roller coaster, Cosmic Rewind, features the cast of which movie franchise? That would be Guardians of the Galaxy. There are two figures in the background while another near the front holding his face in his hands gives the work its title. Name this painting by Edvard Munch. Will?
The Scream.
That is correct. Macrame is lacework made of knotted heavy string or cord. Spell macrame. Abby.
Macrame.
That is correct. When does the season of Advent begin? Pender.
The 1st of December.
That is incorrect. Elsie Byrd? Harris?
The end of November.
It's actually the 4th Sunday before Christmas. His father taught him a love of small creatures in nature, which led him to become one of the best-known picture book artists in the world. Name this author-illustrator who created The Very Hungry Caterpillar. That would be Eric Carle. This part of the constellation containing Rigel and Betelgeuse is what line of 3 stars that represents a hunter's waist garment? Catherine.
Orion's belt.
Correct. You may need your pencil and paper. A and B are points on a circle whose center is O, and angle AOB has a measure of 120 degrees. Tangents to the circle at points A and B intersect at point C. What is the measure of angle ACB? Arkia.
50.
That is incorrect. St. Catherine's? Catherine?
30.
It's actually 60 degrees. This man led the international wing of the Mensheviks during World War I, but joined the Bolsheviks in 1917. Name this opponent of Stalin who was murdered in 1940. Catherine?
Lenin.
That is incorrect. Elsie Byrd, I will finish for you. Name this opponent of Stalin who was murdered in 1940 at Coyoacan in the present-day Mexico. Will?
Trotsky.
Leon Trotsky is correct. He was wounded fighting the Mali and almost killed at Granicus. He faced elephants when he fought Darius III. Name this son of Philip II, a Macedonian king known as the Great. Will?
Alexander.
Correct. In mathematics, a capital Z symbolizes what set containing the whole numbers and their additive inverses? Pender.
Standard score, Z-score.
That is incorrect. Elsie Byrd? Will?
Sum.
They're integers. This character has been married to Suzanne for 20 years. In The Guilty Mother, long before that, to marry Suzanne at all, he had to thwart Count Almaviva's advances on her. Name this Barber of Seville whose marriage is title of Mozart opera. that would be Figaro, and that buzzer means the end of our match. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder of how to stay connected to Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. As we continue round 1 in this 20th anniversary season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week as we welcome First Colonial High School versus Charlottesville High School.
And now here's the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on in this season's competition. Our team from St. Catherine's School ends the match with 120 points. A great job today by Catherine, Jayla, Pender, and Abby. Thank you, ladies, for joining us today. Our winners and going on to the next round here on Battle of the Brains, our team from L.C. Byrd High School, ending the match with a final score of 245 points. Great job today by Matthew, Karis, Will, and Kartakia. We will see you all soon. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks so much for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529. Goodbye.